Hello everyone, it's your boy Hector, aka Zeroni HD, and welcome back to another Zeroni HD Rips video. Alright, so we got a pair of items each here. We got the 2023 Select Football, let's call it retail. We got these two value packs here and two hanger boxes. I mentioned this in another video where I was going through Walmart looking for Pokemon. Unfortunately, didn't find it. So, found a lot of football and a lot of basketball. So I went with the select stuff. There was some 2024 stuff, but elected to pass. I mean, that's just where I'm at. I just elected to pass. But let's go ahead. Let's jump into it. We know what we're looking for here. Cj Stroud, although he's now out of the playoffs. Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young. Bryce Young, who kind of had a revival this year. Now, the other two, that's a whole different story. But hopefully, we're looking for, like, zebras. I mean, there's the... And these red and yellow prism die cuts, and then here, it's black and gold. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the first one. Joe Flacco. George Pickens. Will Anderson Jr. on the rookie. Tyson Bagent. Myles Garrett on the silver die cut. Let's see. There's the red and yellow. Red and yellow Joe Flacco. Jake Haener, Jalen Waddle, numbers Will Levis, Puka Nacua on the select certified, turbocharged Derrick Henry, Tank Dell on the future, and we're going to end it off with Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, and Trevor Lawrence. All right. Now, we're also hoping for zebra here. As y'all already saw in my video I posted, I hit 2 zebras in select before. I've opened only since then a handful, like another 1 or 2 blasters and then 2 mega boxes, and haven't seen a zebra. I mean, I consider hitting the 2 zebras, especially the player that I did, Cj Stroud. Consider it, select treating me well. So I'm hoping the trend kind of continues. Baker Mayfield on the silver. Travis Kelce, Rashad White, and Hendon Hooker. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that out. I don't know what his future looks like with the Lions. Seems like Jared Goff is their guy and is there to stay in Detroit for some time. So maybe it's going to be some time before Hendon sees the field or, hopefully develops to be something for them, but who knows. Jahmyr Gibbs, another Lion guy who I am a big fan of. I'm going to actually go ahead and sleeve it later. All right. DK, Brees, Brock Purdy, Deontay Johnson, Trevor Lawrence, rookie Joe Tippmann, Sam Laporta, and Devontae Adams. Yeah, when looking at this class, I mean, you just think, wow, the Lions they hit it out of the park. I mean, you're talking about their starting, I want to say star, but starting tight end. Great tight end, by the way. Starting running back. I mean, other teams would kind of kill for that draft, and then some solid defensive pieces. All right, let's go ahead and jump into these. Now, the weird thing about these, I've been watching videos of people talking about these, opening these, and the weird thing about these, this says 5 cards per box, but you're going to see here in a bit, when I open that, it's not the case. It's your standard hanger box configuration. So open here. More than 5, as you can see. So I'm assuming that was a misprint or something, and it was supposed to be like 5 parallels, maybe. Let's get the side of this box. Oh, 3 exclusive parallels. And I chose this one because it was all damaged, because there was 4 and I chose 3. And if you're wondering where the other one's at, I decided to keep that one sealed. Maybe we'll save for later. Maybe we'll open later. I don't know. We'll see. I'm iffy when I come to holding products. I end up eventually ripping them at some other point anyways, but we'll see what the future holds for that one I kept sealed. All right, off top, we got Dallas Cowboys Mozzie Smith, which I'm not ready yet to call him a bust or not sure. Came out of Michigan and seems to be having some issues at the NFL level, so we'll see. Keenan Allen, Odell Beckham Jr., Bijan Robinson on the rookie there. Tyreek Hill, Joe Burrow, Breece Hall, All right, black gold die cut Will Levis, although we got some print lines there. Either way, I'll take it. This is the thing about die cuts, how hard it is to sleeve them. I know there's a technique, but I didn't want to do that all right now. And surprisingly got it with relative, I'm not going to say it was super ease. Kobe Turner. Oop, pulled one early. Deuce Vaughn for the PC Cowboys hit, although I'm not sure how much longer he'll be a Cowboy. All right. Sam Laporta on the silver die cut. And this one looks pretty good. I like that. Yeah, one thing I am a fan of, although some people, advise against it, I'm actually a fan and like grading die cuts. And that's just me, I've graded some die cuts before. I mean, I've bought like 2020 stuff like Jalen Hurts and such, and Justin Herbert die cuts and graded before. Sometimes the result is good, sometimes it's not so good, but I have fun and I like grading the die cuts, and that's just me. Because I mean, it's all the more rewarding when you get 10s. Okay, that is fighting me. I will place that off to the side and do that after the video. All right, Kenneth Walker. Ooh. Tank Dell on the numbers. Select certified, although y'all saw that. Rashee Rice. Devin Witherspoon. Deontay Johnson. Trevor Lawrence. Gervin Dexter Sr. And Fred Warner. All right, now to the last box. Hopefully, we get something good here. And then, the whole old superstition. If it's damaged, that means there's something fire in there. So hopefully the old adage is true. Okay. All right. So we got Herbert here. Joe Klecko. Jack Campbell. Oops. Almost knocking this over. Jack Campbell, part of those. Let me make sure this is more stable. Part of those picks I was talking about. Cj Stroud on the base there. Nice little CJ. Although I do see some surface. You know what? I'm going to try and clean that later. I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. Andre Jones rookie. Puka Nacua. Nice. Ooh, and there's a Cj Stroud as well. This one actually looks really good. I am going to place him with that on top of that Puka. Brian Branch rookie. DJ Moore. Sam Laporta again on the die cut silver. Oh man, I'm putting cards all over the place here, but Anthony Richardson on the numbers. I'm not going to say this because it's not a God pack, but I mean, pretty decent pack. Sam Laporta numbers, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp. All right, we're going to end that off on some base. Austin Eckler. Will McDonald IV, Travis Kelce, and Nolan Smith. Well, all right, that's going to do it for us today here on the Select Football. I guess you can call it retail. But either way, let me know what y'all think. I mean, I thought this was really good comparing or thinking about in retrospect. I chose some pretty decent boxes, but either way, thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a good one.